Okay, we're going to start on number 3 in this video, and we're still on those piecewise functions. And in number 3, we're working for a company that pays $8 an hour for the first 30 hours, time and a half for the next 10, from 30 to 40, and then double time for anything over 40 hours. So I'm going to start with the standard notation. But, and then let's just get started. That first one here, that's $8 per hour. So 8 times X is how much we're getting paid. X is your number of hours. So that's 8X is good from X is less than or up to 30 hours. It's the next one that gets a little bit tricky because we have to keep in mind, so you're getting paid time and a half for the next 10 hours. But you don't get to just say, so time and a half would be $12. But we can't just say 12x, because if we just left it as 12x in this next line, what that means is you get paid $12 an hour for every hour. So instead what we say is we write it $12 an hour times the number of hours after 30. So we take X minus 30, because that is how many dollars per hour at $12 an hour we would make. So if we work 31 hours, we only get the $12 an hour for 1 hour. And that's how this works. If we said we work 31 hours, 31 minus 30, that's 1 hour times $12 an hour. What this hasn't included yet, we need to include right here. We need to add a certain amount. So X minus 30. I'm going to keep going over here. We need to add in, though, if I worked 31 hours, I got paid $8 for the first 30 hours. So I need to add $8 an hour for the first 30 hours. So if you do the math, that's 240. And that is good from 30. Anything over 30, and then less than 40, but including 40. The last increment is double time over 40. Double time is $16. That $16, again, is not just 16x, right? It's not just $16 an hour for every hour. It's 16x minus 40. Because if we worked 45 hours, we only get the $16 an hour for those 5 hours over that. And that's how this X minus 40 helps account for that. So but if we worked 45 hours, we don't only get paid $16 for 5 hours. We also make the 240 from the first 30 hours we worked. Plus, so I'm going to write it over here. I'm going to do the X minus 40 plus $8 for 30 hours and 12. The $12 an hour was good from 30 to 40 hours. So that would be, if we max that out, it's a full 10 hours at $12 an hour. So plus 120. So I'm going to rewrite that 16 X minus 40 plus 240. I'm going to rewrite it over here. I'm going to erase this. I'm going to clean this side up and say that that's 360. It's fine on a test or something. If you leave it as two different pluses, plus 240, plus 120, that's fine. I just wanted to clean it up on this video. That's only good from anything over 40 hours. So there's question 3. I hope it makes sense. If not, go back, piece it together, and hopefully you can make sense of it. Question 4. Let's roll this one down. 4, you've been put in charge of ordering wristbands for a fundraiser. The company charges a setup fee of $20. So that's going to be one of those constants. You start your equation. In fact, let's start ours. So no matter what, there's always going to be a $20 setup fee, right? So we're going to start with just $20. We know the equation starts with $20. We're always going to add some other fee for the actual wristband cost. But I know that the $20 is set. So for orders of 100 or less, you are charged 50 cents each. Okay, so that's $20 plus 50 cents per wristband, so times X. And that was good from X all the way up to and including 100 wristbands. The next piece of the function for orders over 100 up to 200, it just says you're charged 30 cents each. So that is telling us that we don't get to, we don't have to pay 50 cents for the first chunk, the first 100. If you order 101 wristbands, every single one of them is charged 30 cents. Okay, you're not being charged 50 cents for the first 100, 30 cents for the next, and so on. We're just being said, hey, as soon as you bump over 100, the whole thing gets dropped to 30 cents. What that looks like in the equation is the $20 setup fee and plus 30.3x, because every single one of them gets to be at that price. This is good from 100, not including 100, because then you're paying 50 cents, but it does go up to and include 200. And then the last one, it says anything over 200, you are charged 20 cents each. Again, if you order 200 or 201, you have to order 201 or more, then every single one of them gets the discounted price. So again, that's just a 0.20x. So all 201, 250, whatever you order, are charged at 20 cents each. And that is good from x greater than 200, not including 200. So that was actually a pretty straightforward one there. Again, we're at a nice stopping point for time, as well as a new standard coming up for question 5. So we'll stop this video and move on to the next problems in the next video.